We got a great video from Melan King. The link for the original video is in the description section.
Bad boy of entertainment is getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics.
I want to thank y'all for this honor and just recognizing me being from New York, giving me the key to the city. Diddy finally has the key to the city.
Big breaking news tonight. For the first time in the history of New York City, a sitting mayor has been indicted for crimes. ABC News reporting that Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury. We do not know yet the exact charges. Federal authorities have been investigating Adams and members of his staff, issuing subpoenas for documents and cell phones. Several members of administration have resigned, some of them also friends of Mayor Adams. Again, Eric Adams, the 110th mayor of New York, has been indicted by a federal grand jury.
Well, breaking news, guys. Mayor Eric Adams of New York has just been indicted by the Southern District of New York. This is the same district, the same U.S. attorneys who are going after Diddy. And I find it so interesting that he is the one who gave Diddy the keys of the city of New York City last year, and then all this craziness has started. But we are seeing more people fall. Now, this doesn't relate to Diddy directly, at least not yet. But we know him and Mayor Adams are very close. But let me give you the details and just give you all these little snippets. And then I also want to show you that he is supposed to surrender himself tomorrow. I actually have that document that I'm going to pull up and show you. So let's get into this story. Wow. Eric Adams has been charged by federal prosecutors in Manhattan, a stunning blow to the first-term mayor who once proclaimed himself the future of the Democratic Party. The precise charges are not publicly known as the indictment remains under seal. The indictment caps a year of deepening legal and political peril for the city's second black leader, rewriting the story of his first campaign for City Hall and casting a pall over his bid for a second term. In the past 2 weeks, Adams has lost his top legal advisor, his police commissioner, his school chancellor, and his health commissioner. The move from prosecutors working for Damian Williams, again, that is the U.S. attorney going after Diddy, the U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, comes just weeks after his office executed a series of raids on top aides of the Adams administration, including 2 deputy mayors and the police commissioner at the time, many of whom have close and personal relationships with the mayor. And so they're giving live updates. And just so you know, it's all stemming around him taking foreign money. All right. And I'll get back to that, but let me show you the actual, where he is actually supposed to surrender. This is Inner City Press. They do great work. He did a lot of great work on Diddy and in many other cases, because if you know, in federal court and in the Southern District of New York, you are not allowed to have cameras in the courtroom. So everything has to be done old school. That's why they have sketches, and they have to have reporters that go in there and actually take notes. They do not allow cameras, but he's great at keeping people abreast on what's going on and even giving kind of like a light transcript of what is said.
The fact that he lost all those people around him, if you are a leader, and the people that are surrounding you, maybe they are being investigated, maybe it could be people that you work with, your subordinates, and also maybe your business partners, or maybe some of your friends, or some of the people that maybe you are sort of in some way tied to. It could be maybe you got some campaign money from them. And those people, things are not all right. I mean, you should also expect to have some legal issues. If at all, maybe those issues, they don't cost your job.
in court. But he has here, well, if this does happen, we'll be there in the Southern District of New York live tweet it. But this is the tweet he's responding to. The city council's Republican minority leader has deleted this tweet posted a few minutes ago. Just to be clear, the mayor's office did not send out this schedule for tomorrow. His office hasn't sent out any schedule for tomorrow yet. And usually that schedule is already out. But he has no schedule. But this is the document. Eric Adams to surrender to the feds. This is a deleted tweet. And this is from the New York City mayor's press office. So it looks like this came out and then they just, I don't know what happened. But Wednesday, September 24th at 9:01 p.m., this is to Spencer Pete, the public schedule for Mayor Eric Adams for Thursday, September 26, 2024. But it says here, press schedule, approximately 9:30 a.m., surrenders to federal authorities on a 26 count indictment. They literally have his thing. Now it says at approximately 4:45 p.m., he is going to resign from office. This is insane. He has been investigated for some time now. There's been rumblings of things. He was very disgruntled that he didn't get to be at the didn't get to speak at the Democratic National Convention. People were avoiding him, and many believe, or he believes. Okay, in fact, let me take you to his statement, and then we're gonna get into why he believes this and then why he's being targeted. You know, he believes he's being targeted. So we're gonna get his statement and then also get into a little bit more details on what's happening.
My fellow New Yorkers, it is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. If so, these charges will be entirely false, based on lies. But they would not be surprising. I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target, and a target I became. For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me in an attempt to undermine my credibility and paint me as guilty. Just this past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner, looking for documents from 20 years ago, just 1 week after he joined my administration. Enough. I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit. If I'm charged, I know I am innocent. I will request an immediate trial so the New Yorkers can hear the truth. New Yorkers know my story. They know where I come from. I have been fighting injustice my entire life. That fight has continued as your mayor. Despite our pleas, when the federal government did nothing as its broken immigration policies overloaded our shelter system with no relief, I put the people of New York before party and politics. Now, if I am charged, many may say I should resign because I cannot manage the city while fighting the case. I can also understand how everyday New Yorkers will be concerned that I cannot do my job while I face accusation. But I have been facing these lies for months since I began to speak out for all of you and their investigation started. Yet the city has continued to improve. Make no mistake, you elected me to lead this city, and lead it I will. I humbly ask for your prayers and your patience as we see this through. God bless you, and God bless the city of New York. Thank you.
Our prayers, sir, sir, really? And New York City has improved. It's in the worst state it's ever been with this migrant.
The man is asking prayers. The man is asking for prayers. Pray for you. But like, with politicians, quite okay. They claim to care about the people and to put the people first. So in a situation where you're facing, you have an uphill, like in this case, I think I would say this is an uphill because like we don't know what is being charged with. But one thing I've been able to pick from the video is that he's facing 26 indictments. And now, for somebody that cares about the people, wouldn't be nice or wouldn't be more caring if you stepped aside, you resigned, so that you fight your legal issues, your legal battles, because all those things will distract you from serving the people. You know? Politicians claim they care about the people.
Crisis. Remember when you were so excited for the migrants to come there and you welcomed them with open arms? Guys, I'm gonna get into that in another video. This is very late. I just want to break this news. But again, this is he's saying that he's been targeted by the Biden administration, by the Democratic Party, because he was complaining about the migrant crisis. And you know, this is an election year. They did not like him being vocal and speaking out against these migrants that have taken up billions of dollars from the taxpayers and have essentially decimated business and the economy in New York City, and where a lot of communities, especially Black and brown communities, have been overrun by illegal immigrants taking away resources. And it has just become untenable. New York is not the same New York. I was actually in New York. I've been to New York several times over the past couple of years, and it has fallen down. It has become like you go to Times Square. I mean, Times Square is usually crazy, but it's all you see are migrants in the streets crowded with people who you could tell are not just visitors, right? And it's not that we're against anyone coming over here as an immigrant, but it's the illegal migrants that have come to the United States. And it's so crazy. They wanted all of these illegal immigrants, illegal migrants, whatever way you want to call that, illegal aliens, and they wanted them to come and wanted to criticize anyone who spoke out against it, say that you are, you know, you're a racist, you're this, you're, you know, you're some type of phobic and you know, if you do not want them to come over here, if you do not want them taking over the resources of your city. So it is very interesting that he is coming against the current administration, including Kamala Harris, because she was the border czar, or is the border czar currently. So now let me show you this next thing. And this is where there's other people that have been calling on him to resign. AOC is one of those in particular, which I find really crazy because she's the main person that thinks, I mean, she's at the point where she thinks citizens should be able to walk over here, you know, and be handed credit cards, be given the keys to the city, just like Diddy, and, you know, even be able to vote. She has been one of the most vocal proponents of these illegal migrants, illegal immigrants. And now suddenly she wants him to resign as well because he spoke out against this. But the reason why he's unpopular in New York right now, people don't like him because of that. But let me take you to that video.
We are going to bring you now more news, more New York officials calling on Mayor Eric Adams to resign here because of all of this. I want to put this up. You see there from the New York Times that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said Eric Adams should resign as mayor of New York City for the good of the city because she becomes the most prominent Democrat to push for his ouster amid federal corruption investigations involving his administration. So AOC says this: I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. The flood of resignations and vacancies are threatening government function. Nonstop investigations will make it impossible to recruit and retain a qualified administration. That's just part of her statement there on social media. Linda Schmidt has the news statement. Mayor Eric Adams firing back at AOC here. We have it. Let's take that live here. Let's take that full. This is how Mayor Adams is responding to this, saying for anyone who self-righteously claims people charged with serious crimes should not be in jail, to now say that the second black mayor of New York should resign because of rumors and innuendo without even a single charge being filed is the height of hypocrisy. I am leading this city to protect it from exactly that kind of phony politics. The people of this city elected me to fight for them, and I will stay and fight no matter what. Okay, we are getting some breaking news in right now. This is quite something. Okay, this is coming to us from the New York Times, and this is quite stunning. I had just said in this entire story that we have been covering.
What does everybody say in the comment section? Let's check what everybody's saying in the comment section. Interesting, it was okay to see Trump go to jail. How the tables have turned. Diddy snitching already? Damn. Obama, Oprah, Jay-Z, and Ellen. In that order, please. Not sure what he means there. Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago should be next. The Lord is exposing the criminals. Praise the Lord. Looks like people are happy of whatever is going on here. Not sure why everybody has the same sentiment. The will of the people. It's obvious dude was a crook by allowing migrants by the thousands into New York and putting them in luxury hotels at the expense of taxpayers. It may be easier to get a list of who did not go to Diddy's party. Mr. Adams, why are so many of your people resigning? Oh, was he really elected by the people of New York? I have my doubts. Democrats have a way of selecting their own candidate. Release the Obama tapes. Evasion isn't immigration. Thumbs up if you never liked Puff. Oh, okay, guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.